Hello and welcome to Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the documentary Becoming Led Zeppelin, directed by Bernard MacMahon. So this is a fairly standard documentary. It's told in a linear way. We have talking heads. It's very long. It's more than 2 hours. Now, I really like Led Zeppelin's music, so I did actually very much enjoy this documentary. If it's made for the fans, it's probably not too long. But to work as a documentary for the average viewer, I think it does need to be shorter. I recently reviewed the documentary I Am Martin Parr, and I criticised that documentary for almost being like a promotional film for Parr's work rather than being a formal documentary. It really needed a more critical analysis of his work, and I think that Becoming Led Zeppelin suffers from the same problem. There's many issues that it doesn't cover. I guess there is a clue in the title that the film is limited to becoming Led Zeppelin. The documentary stops after their second album, but I do wonder, why would you just focus on that? Led Zeppelin have a number of controversies surrounding their careers. They've been accused of plagiarism. They were involved in drug taking and chaos, smashing up hotel rooms. None of this is covered. It's a very kind of sanitized version of the story. Other things are interesting about Led Zeppelin, which would have been interesting to cover. The film The Song Remains the Same, which was released in the 1970s. The reunion that Led Zeppelin had in 2008 at the O2. I would have loved some of these other things to be covered. Where it is better than I Am Martin Parr is that we do get an insight into Led Zeppelin's creative process and the real talent of all four of the members of the band, how each was talented in their own right, but then how they each helped each other to get the best out of themselves. One other negative, various clips of political events are shown alongside the music, war, moon landing, etc. These felt a little bit meaningless, that they were just there to look cool. I just watched the day before Summer of Soul and Sly Lives, the two documentaries by Questlove. I've done separate reviews on those, but they have a masterful use of really poignant and relevant clips of political and cultural events. In Becoming Led Zeppelin, the clips used were they felt like a vacuous gesture. I did really enjoy this documentary. Led Zeppelin's music is really iconic for me, and it's a documentary that does give us an insight into that, for the first two albums at least. But it feels partial in only covering this specific period. I'm not sure why they do that, unless they're planning on making a second documentary. Surely not. It also feels sanitized in terms of not covering some of the more controversial issues surrounding the band. For a Led Zeppelin fan, I absolutely recommend it. It's a thoroughly enjoyable documentary. If you're not a Led Zeppelin fan, the length and the flaws may be more of a barrier to enjoying it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.